Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some interesting GTA 6 news, how a social media superstar apparently has information on where the game is going to be played, when it's going to be releasing. We'll be discussing not only who this individual is, but the information that they have, and also a current Rockstar Games employee has detailed an unannounced project that they started working on in February 2020. Could that be GTA 6? Something else? We'll be discussing all of that in this video today. So let's begin with that social media superstar that has apparently announced some impressive GTA 6 details. And this all started the other day. We heard from a social media influencer, Brad Burton, whose description is UK's #1 motivational business speaker, founder of 4 Networking, 5,000 plus meets a year, highest rated, 5-star, blah, blah, blah. And what he ended up posting on his social media was this: absolutely delighted to have been chosen to be the model that one of the 3 playable characters in the forthcoming GTA 6 London. The game is currently at beta testing stage and due for release on all platforms Q3 2021. I want to thank my team, especially Pippa Hodge and her team that worked so tirelessly to broker the deal. Hashtag GTA 6, hashtag Brad Burton, hashtag gaming. And in that same post, he included what I'm assuming is him in some artwork that looks like it's in GTA style, sitting on the hood of what I'm going to assume is his car, which I think is a BMW i8. So regardless, right off the bat, this guy who is verified on pretty much every social media platform, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. In fact, if you actually go to his Twitter, you can see that he has roughly 17.7 thousand followers. Again, verified on there. Description is Hype Wisdom Crowds, the UK's #1 motivational speaker, founder of 4 Networking, 5,000 plus business events per year, 4-time author. And you guys can see there at the very top, it also says that he's tweeted almost 250,000 times. 250,000 tweets. That is a ton. And so when Brad Burton ended up putting this out, a lot of people were wondering, number 1, is this real? But also, number 2, like, what is going on here? I mean, just looking at the details that he announced. So if this is true, which we'll talk about whether or not it is as we go on, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to take place in London, which means it would be the first Grand Theft Auto game to take place outside the United States in some time. Now, GTA actually had a London setting, Grand Theft Auto London, but that was back way before the days of like the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I mean, this is like one of the top-down titles when the game was in London. But that's where the setting, at least according to this social media influencer, is going to take place, which would certainly be a very unique and interesting setting. I think a lot of people would find London to be really fun. I mean, there's obviously in real life, it's such a great city and a great country, has a ton of iconic landmarks and places to go and visit. But Rockstar has gone on record saying that, you know, GTA is a parody of American culture and that they would never leave the US. This individual also confirmed that there would be 3 playable characters. So just like Grand Theft Auto 5, you would have a trifecta of characters that you could choose from, and he would be one of them. And again, his character here looks like he's a big, tall, white male, and who knows what his in-game name would be. Would it be Brad? Would it be something else? Who really knows? He also goes on to say the game is currently at beta testing stage and due for release on all platforms Q3 2021. So that means that it would basically be out by this time next year, since we're already in Q3. So this individual said that this individual not only confirmed the location and the setting, the release date, the fact that there's going to be 3 playable characters, and right now that it's currently in the beta testing stage. That's a lot of information for one individual to have, and also a lot for just one individual to be like, hey, this is what I'm up to, and this is what Rockstar is up to. So here's where things get kind of interesting, because a lot of people started believing this post. Like, for example, a bunch of other speakers and presenters like Taz Thornton ended up responding to this, and in this same tweet, Rockstar was tagged, where he says like, wow, that is awesome, Brad, level up. So a lot of people started believing this like it was real. And in case it wasn't obvious at all, it looks like Mr. Brad here was just trying to pull everyone's leg. I don't know, maybe someone created this artwork of him and he thought it would be fun or clever or cool to be like, hey, I have all this information on GTA 6. Because he ended up putting another like tweet or meme out on Twitter where he said, when you're having a bit of banter, obviously a guy with his eyes wide open drinking some tea, and then it all kicks off. So I think it's pretty clear by now at this point in time that Brad was just doing this as a joke and that his joke went too far. A lot of people started picking it up. A lot of people started saying like, ooh, GTA 6 in London, 3 playable characters coming out next year. Like, that's going to be amazing. And with any really GTA 6 news, if it's at least looks somewhat credible, it always tends to grow like wildfire. So just because Mr. Brad here ended up saying all this stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's true at all. In fact, he's even gone on record now saying that it is not true. I guess he either started getting a lot of heat or a lot of Rockstar Grand Theft Auto fans getting upset with him for posting said information. We obviously haven't heard anything from Rockstar. There's a lot of things that I think make his information, even if he didn't come out and say it's not real, unbelievable. Like, I don't think they will go back to 3 characters. I think it will certainly be in a United States city. And remember that GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced is coming out in the second half of 2021. Rockstar wouldn't release GTA 6 at the same time. Like, that would not make sense at all. Now, getting on to some more interesting Rockstar Games news that could be directly connected to GTA 6, but also might be related to some other project. We actually heard from a Rockstar Games employee. Well, we didn't actually hear from them, but it was posted on their like artist portfolio. So this one Rockstar Games senior character artist, Emil Muhanovic, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. That is his ArtStation profile or something like that. It's where you can post like your work and your portfolio and all that good stuff. And under his work, you guys can see there as a senior character artist at Rockstar Games. Apparently, he works at Rockstar's Toronto office in Ontario, Canada, from February 2020 to present day on an unannounced project. Now, the big question is, what is that unannounced project? If it started in February 2020, it kind of makes you wonder what Rockstar is up to here. Now, it also might just be the first time that this individual started working on this. And again, that brings us to the bigger question is, what is that unannounced project? I think the only thing it could potentially be is probably 3 things. Something like a Red Dead Online update or a Grand Theft Auto Online update. But would that technically be an unannounced project? I guess anything is possible. When I see the word unannounced project, really think more of like a new game or a new title. And that would be really the third one. And that's obviously a new Rockstar Games title. And if you're to believe the reports and the rumors and the speculation, that would be Grand Theft Auto 6 as Rockstar's next and upcoming game. So I don't think this comes as too much of a surprise that Rockstar is currently working on GTA 6. I think that's pretty obvious at this point in time, especially if it's going to be as big as we're all likely thinking it will be. Probably the biggest Grand Theft Auto game that they've ever come out with. So that really shouldn't be a surprise, but at this point in time, because Rockstar is so radio silent, this is kind of like a sign of life that maybe GTA 6 is actually getting worked on. And although we haven't heard officially from Rockstar, little blips like this on the radar do sort of give the GTA community hope that the next installment of the franchise is being worked on and could be on the way soon. So I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about Rockstar and this unannounced project that was found on this senior character artist portfolio. And also, what do you think of the GTA 6 London hoax that has been making its way around the internet over the last couple of days? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching, Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.